Hello, Jesse Good here. Today we're taking a look at the LEGO City 2019 People Pack Space Research and Development, which has a total of 15 minifigures, 209 pieces, and retails for $40 in the United States. Our first minifigure is totally not Chris Hadfield. It's just a generic astronaut, but heck, it does look like him. And this design not only has a face print that I really liked from the Mountain Exploring People Pack from last year, but also a new coloring for this alien head, which was introduced in Series 13. It lacks the printing of that version, and it's a different green, so it is exclusive to the set, which is really interesting. And that's just used to kind of scare the other astronauts or people in the facility, as it's attached to a little pole. And on the back, you could get a better look at this new helmet design, which I really like, how it's dual molded with the black. Taking off his air tank piece, you could get a better look at just the texture of that, which is really a great piece. And at the back, he does have an alternate face where he has a more confident smirk, and that looks great with the helmet on as well. Oh, and the set also includes a spare hair piece to put on once you take off his helmet. Here's the second astronaut of the set, which the design of her has the same torso and legs as the previous one. Face print that's not super common. It reminds me a lot of Wild Style's face, with some alternate facial expression, which is kind of blocked by that tank. And with that removed, you can see a really cute winking face, and she does have an extra hair piece, just like the previous astronaut, that you could put on. And I like getting that curly hair in the blonde coloring. I don't have too much in that color. The next astronaut is the only figure with an exclusive torso, from my understanding, in the set, which I really like getting it in that royal blue. Also, this orange visor is quite rare in that coloring. He does use that newer helmet, a pretty common face print and a very basic flag build for him. And if you look to the back, he has no alternate face, but removing his air tank, you can get a better look at the back of his torso, which has a neat design. Our next astronaut is about to barf. That torso is actually really neat. It comes in the space station set and this set, and that's it. But you do get a few in this set, you do get a few in that set, and it's really cool to get multiples of it because it is very useful. At the alternate face, he does just have a more chipper look. This next astronaut does not have an alternate face, same torso as the last figure, and a little bit of an uncommon hairpiece introduced with the bride back in Series 7. This astronaut also has that torso, so you get a total of 3 in this set. Shocked expression, and his alternate face looks much more happy than the other side with a confident smirk. And the last of the astronauts has a camera accessory, torso and legs that appear in a lot of other sets this wave. Her face print underneath is just a regular face with no alternate expression. This helmet part actually has some nice parts decked out with the light right there, and also a little bit what seems to be propulsion at the back. And the torso at the back has some nice printing as well. Again, a common torso for this wave, but still nice to get it in this set. Moving on from the astronauts, there's the mechanical engineer, which it's nice to get the welding helmet here, which doesn't have that printing in the middle, and underneath the face has a nice mustache there. Also, this little toolbox in dark blue is pretty nice to get. Nice welding material. And at the back, some printing on his torso. For the rocket scientist, same torso and legs as the last minifigure. She has a cup as an accessory, and her face print might be exclusive because it looks kind of common on the front. I think it was something they used in Arctic and whatnot. But if you look at her alternate face, she actually has this dirt design, so I think that hasn't come in any other sets. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. And this hair hat combo is always nice to get. Next is a drone operator, which this figure is actually found in the $150 retail exclusive set from this wave. There's some exclusive pieces, though, between these two sets, since this is a figure only found in those two, with the torso, the face, and this little surgeon hat right here, I forget the specific name, in white. So those are all only found in these two sets. So that's really good to get it here in a $40 set. This printing, I think, was used in Arctic. Am I mistaken there? But it's a 1x2 printed tile. And that is just operating a little controller for the drone. And at the back, there's a little bit of torso printing and, unfortunately, no back facial printing. There is a robot figure made out of not traditional LEGO minifigure pieces, but stuff akin to Exoforce and some of the skeletons from Ninjago, which I like this design here of this little armor piece. This is from Hero Factory, from my understanding, when they did Invasion from Below, in white. I think it's exclusive to this set. And this helmet is once again used, but underneath the helmet is a pearl gold minifigure head. That's pretty useful. At the back, not too much else going on, just some nice part usage for making this robot figure. Here's the personal trainer who has a pizza attached to a little whip there, which is just hilarious. It's not really how it would work, but that is supposed to motivate the people who are getting trained to use the treadmill. Love that printed pizza tile. Also has a megaphone, slightly uncommon torso print, newish face print, but it's not anything rare. Also a hat ponytail combination that is nice to get, and some back torso printing as well. So this is the botanist, and that's kind of an archetype you don't see too much from LEGO. Nice facial printing, which isn't too common. Torso print that isn't too common. Also a magnifying glass, which is always fun to get. Black Widow hair, and at the back is an alternate facial expression, which is a little bit more sincere. Here's the reporter with a slightly uncommon torso print. Hair piece that's used for clutch powers. That's what it has become now in my head. It was originally introduced actually in Star Wars, of all places. Microphone, and no alternate facial expression, but a little bit of back torso printing. And our last minifigure is the cameraman with a newish torso print, a big camera, spiky hair in that slightly uncommon coloring, and the alternate face is a bit more confident, but that's a really fun figure to get. So this is the whole setup of the set, but let's remove the minifigures, which will give us a better look at the builds of this set. This first one is a G-Force training machine, which is very simple on how it's built, but very effective. And spinning this part makes those two minifigures spin all around. They're just attached between some studs there, and the same build is on the opposite side. Those are attached via these hinges here. And there's just a spinning plate at the bottom on the 2x2. Not too much else going on here. Again, a very simple but effectively fun build. This is just a simple build for a rock scene with a geode to the left, and that, of course, is a piece that's found in a lot of the other sets. How that works is it's actually a dual molded design. This one has some pink crystals inside, and the outside is a nice tan. Really love that piece, and it's cool to get it in different colors. You do get two of them in this set to form one whole geode piece, and we'll put those together later on. But this scene right here doesn't have too much else to it, but, you know, very simple but effective, I guess, like the G-Force training machine. This next setup is the test rocket, which the design of this is pretty simple. It's just on a modified 2x2 with the Technic pin, so you could actually spin it around if you'd like. A simple design as well for the rocket, which just uses a flame at the end, one of these cylinder pieces in the middle. And over here is this setup with a computer screen, which is a printed one with the clip at the end. Also another one of those geodes and a printed 1x2 keyboard. And as promised, if you want to put the geode with another one, you can make this full design here. It doesn't look as good as I thought it would in my head. Honestly, I'd rather just attach this to the corners of certain rock designs, sort of like how you saw it in the last scene. Next scene is a little display to hold the robot, which uses those 1x4 printed tiles we've seen many times before, and two 1x2 jumpers in the middle to stand the robot on, but not too much else going on here. This next scene is a treadmill scene, and I like the idea of the treadmill. I kind of wish they did something a little bit more unique, though, because all they did for the treadmill base is two 2x2s with the two studs on each. Would have been cool if they had like a tracker or something like that, like something that would rotate like a treadmill. Would have been a very complex design, but I think they could have done something a little bit more, I guess, realistic looking. For now, it just looks like these are just two pads, and it doesn't really look like a treadmill in my opinion. I like this printed double cheese slope though, which is on a little hinged part, or sorry, a clipped part that could be adjusted up and down. And there's also a pizza box design for the personal trainer, which that is a printed piece, very nice to get, and a trash can as well. Next scene is the botanist observing plant life, which I like the display they have here for this plant, where it's in one of these bubble glass windshield pieces, and that has a hinge at the end, or sorry, a handle at the end, so you can lift it up and remove the plant if you'd like. Also a lamp design, which can be moved from left to right. It's a really cute, simplistic build, but it gets the point across perfectly. And the final scene is for the drone, which, yeah, drones are very common this year in LEGO. This is one of the most simplistic ones they've put out, with this propeller at the top. It's not anything amazing, but it didn't seem like they wasted any pieces on it, so it's a fine addition to the set. But that's it for the builds. Let's take a look at the packaging and then the final verdict. $40 box size here, nothing special there. And the back shows the various scenes. And there's 2 instruction booklets, which this is crazy. Do you notice anything here? Where's the Win Kid? Or the Win Signal? Whatever they have now. I guess they have the Win minifigure, but are they doing away with that program? Anyways, this one actually has a pretty cool display of showing how accurate this is with the botanist and the G-Force training scene. And also, this one shows the different sets. I actually do own this one as well, so we'll review it soon. Hope to get this one soon because I really like it. So overall, my only real complaint with this set would be that compared to other City People packs, this one has a lot less exclusive pieces, and it's more of an accumulation of the stuff you'd find in the other LEGO City Space sets for this wave. So if you're trying to get those, I would say maybe not get this one unless you really want to have a huge display of LEGO City Space with lots of minifigures all around. There's some cute builds in here as well. I like the G-Force machine. I like the little botanist setup and some cute ideas. And as a whole, I think it's a great deal for $40. So I'd rate this one an A. That's it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Bye.